So hello, my name's Rob, and this is Cat Rabbit Scale Model Studios, and I've recently managed to get my hands on one of the Imperial Fist Bastion Strike Force boxes, and do you know what? Thought we'd do something a little bit different, thought we'd have a look at it together. Love this box, love the way it looks, was super excited to get my hands on it as a Son of Dawn myself. Can't say enough good things about this box. A few little tweaks that I'm going to add on, which I wouldn't mind seeing, but overall I really do recommend this. So yeah, let's get started. Now, obviously on the back we get 15 Heavy Intercessors, which are the intercessors in the Gravis armor. We get 3 Aggressors, which are my personal favourite units in the Warhammer 40,000. Big fan of Aggressors. I think they're an absolutely stunning model. I painted loads of them. You get Tor Garadon, and obviously you get an upgrade sprue with some transfers. I will make a point about those. But I just think the box is really, really lovely. I love the artwork. This is, say, it's brand new Imperial Fist artwork. I like the little heraldry with the helmet and the shield and the wings, but I think this is stunning. And I will put pictures up of this at the end. So once we've had a good look at everything, I'll put some images up that you can pause if you want to. But let's get to the meat to the potatoes, all fancy packaging aside. And this is what we have. Now, obviously the first thing you'll notice is it's fairly plain. It's a shame they didn't put in a little art card of that new artwork we're seeing. But a minor gripe, your bases, I believe these are all on 40 mils. So they're all the big boy bases. And then we have underneath here our instructions. I did notice there was a shoulder pad just popped off there. No harm done. I have got plenty of these, but if you haven't, and this is your first box, I will raise a point with those a little bit later in the video. Obviously your instructions for everything. Nice, plain and simple. We'll go through those in a bit. Obviously your boy Tor Garadon. The upgrade sprue instructions, don't really need anything for that. And then the transfers. These are always really, really handy to have. I love using them, but I always find it's one or the other with the shoulder pads or the transfers. But first up we have Tor Garadon. He's on a little single half sprue. He's a really, really nice model. I've actually did a converted Space Wolf using this kit before when he originally came out. Only thing to watch is on one of his arms, and I will point it out later as well. Can be quite difficult to get into place with the instructions, so I do recommend dry fitting him, but I think he's a great model. I do wish they had put a generic Gravis captain in, so it would appeal to more Space Marine players, but it is nice to have an Imperial Fist boxes just for us, if you will. Myself being a Son of Dawn, as some of you know. The upgrade sprue. Now this is great, however we only get, I think, 6 of the Gravis shoulder pads, which obviously isn't quite enough for the 18 models we've got. So you actually have to use a combination of either sculpted shoulder pads or transfers for your heraldry, which is a bit annoying actually. It's quite frustrating that they haven't put an extra one in there, but hey ho, there we go. The Heavy Intercessors. Now I've never seen this kit in the flesh before, so this was actually my first time having a good look over the sprues. The Gravis is my favourite armour. I think it's fantastic looking. One of my favourite models of all time is the Primaris Captain Gravis armour. I painted 3 or 4 of them in my lifetime. I absolutely love them. So anything Gravis is a win in my eyes. 3 identical sprues there, because obviously it's, you know, 3 lots of 5, and then the Aggressors. I've seen these many, many times. I think this is a wonderful kit. I do wish there was a few more poses for the arms. I've never been brave enough to try and repose mine, but they come with all the bells and whistles. You can either have the heavy flamers or the Boltstorm gauntlets with the little rocket pod things attached to the top. Obviously for Imperial Fists, you get the extra -AP on bolt bolt rifle, so Boltstorm gauntlets all the way. Aggressors, fantastic in an Imperial Fist army. So that's kind of everything you get. I do really like this box. I think it's great value for money as well. And I'm going to talk about the price just for a second. Now, the value of this box I totaled up. If you go through Games Workshop, it's actually £194.50. Obviously from Games Workshop, it's £120. If you were able or are able to get this through a local gaming store but offers a discount, you're actually looking at a really good saving. The Heavy Intercessor kit it's £40 for 5. So really, £120 on the list price actually covers your all your Heavy Intercessors, which I think was pretty cool. Looking at obviously the little instructions and didgeridoos that we've got here, the upgrade sprue. Once again, it's a shame they didn't give you enough of it to customize all of them, so you might want to pop out and go and get a few more of these or some of the transfers. Obviously you've got what would be I think it's 7, 14, so you get about 20 altogether, but that's using 6 shoulder pads and the 14 transfers. Obviously Tor Garadon, this is the part I mean here. It can be quite difficult to push his arm into place once he's assembled, so I do recommend just really taking your time with him. Once again, it's a shame they didn't just put a generic Gravis Captain in. That would have been cool. Just to kind of, even if it is an Imperial Fist box, I think it appeals to many more as opposed to just pigeonholing Tor Garadon in there. Which is just a minor, I guess, side note of something I would have liked to have seen, but really makes no difference. Once again, being a Son of Dawn, I do appreciate us getting our own dedicated box. The Aggressors, once again, either Heavy Flamers or Boltstorms. If you go in Imperial Fist, go with Boltstorms. The Flamers are nice for the auto hits and things like that. But I love this kit. I've painted so many of these in my time, and I just think they're just the most wonderful looking model there is. You get a few helmet options. It's a shame that the hands, like I said, aren't quite as I guess posable as a lot of people would like, but I think it's a bit of a small price to pay, trade-off wise, if you will, just because they look so damn cool in my eyes. Their weapons also, their melee damage also do quite a bit as well, so not only are they good with the Boltstorms and Imperial Fist, but they're actually no slouches up close in combat as well. And then we have the Heavy Intercessor kit. Now, I haven't really looked at too many of the names for these, but obviously being Imperial Fists, there's a few options. I think they come with about 6 different loadouts, obviously ranging from rapid fire shots and stuff like that. Obviously they're all free wounds because they're Gravis, which is nothing to turn your nose up at as a battle line. And there's the cat just helping himself into the video there. And just consulting the codex in front of me, because I'm bad with a lot of these names, they do come with obviously the 6 options, ranging from obviously no AP to dirty AP, should we say, from the Executor bolt rifles, the heavy bolt rifles, and the Hellstorm bolt rifles, or you have the heavy variants. These have the capacity to not only take a hit, to also do some really nasty damage, especially with the added AP minus from Imperial Fist once again, which really is a real good army trait of the boys in yellow. So there we have it. I think this is a fantastic kit. I will leave pictures up now. Do let me know if you're picking any of these up, or if you did pick this up and you thought it was great. But that's all from me in this one. I'll see you all soon. God bless and take care.